welcome to The Hedonist. Don't forget to check our blog space, which is thehedonistpodcast.wordpress.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/The Hedonist Podcast, or follow us on Twitter, which is twitter.com/The Hedonist Pod. This is episode 12, with my very good friend Niko, a man from Greece with loads of fucking opinions about everything. It's been wonderful having him on, and his fucking energy is just insane. So I think I found another regular guest. Furthermore, we will be changing our hosting services this week from Podomatic to Spreaker, I think it's called. So be on the lookout for a link on that. Furthermore, the intro music is as always provided to us by Sam Natchison, aka Macshift. Check out his site. I will put a link in the blog and hopefully in the description for the video as well. I just need to be able to work out how to fucking do it. Anyway, have a good listen. Bye bye. Just turned on the recording.
Oh, it's on?
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Now I'm stressed, but now it's I got a hell of sweat going on.
Just relax. Just speak as if it was a regular conversation.
You know what the thing is? When somebody puts a microphone in your face, you get this weird feeling. You know that somebody's recording, and you feel, even though not too many people are listening to me right now.
There's none listening to us right now.
Yeah, but when the podcast is, uploaded, even though not too many people are listening to it currently, you get this feeling that what you're gonna say is gonna be there forever, and you filter yourself. You know what I mean?
No, don't filter yourself. That's sort of the point with this. You say whatever the fuck you want, however way you want it. I mean, obviously, I would not be that happy if you start trash talking African Americans using all the drugs.
Can I trash talk the Greeks?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck you.
No, but I mean, you are Greek, and I'm part Swedish, part Norwegian, so I always trash talk Sweden and Norway.
That's beautiful, man. Sometimes I do it too, but secretly, because the Swedish people, are sensitive. But I do it, man. I do it in good spirits, man. I love Sweden. I love the Swedish people. Like I told you, the Swedish girls miss me a lot, and I miss them. I miss them a bit, but they miss me more.
Of course they do. I mean,
listen, I wish they could see me right now. You gotta start bringing some cameras, man. You gotta start recording this and putting it on YouTube. No, honestly, because you know what the thing is, people are more attracted to something if it's visual.
Yeah, I just need to get sponsors so I can start renting a studio first.
I see, yeah.
Because setting up cameras at home where I'm at,
I heard if you take a class, I think a music class, a recording class, something like that, you have access to the studio year-round.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You do, as long as you're signed up for, I think it is individual sound production classes.
Yeah.
Which is like 1 unit here, and then you can just sign up. They have every afternoon that you can sign up for that, with certain days off limits.
So maybe that's something you can...
Yeah, but the beauty with podcasting is that you just bring your PC, you bring your microphone, and then you just fucking hit record, and you can be wherever.
Yeah.
That is.
But I'm absolutely sure that if you do get the visuals down to, if you upload it and people see you talking to others, I'm sure you're gonna get much more people, attracted to it.
Definitely. I just have to get at least 1,000 listeners, because that's when you can start asking for sponsoring.
Yeah.
and then you get about 125 per sponsors, and every time you mention him, and then you can try doing at least one podcast per day.
I see.
And then you can actually support having a studio.
Uh-huh.
And now let's see here, there's a bit of wind. I'm just going to see if it picks up. It picks up a bit, but not that bad. No, but shit.
I was looking forward for your introduction. Are
you
you going to shoot the intro?
I mean, I usually record that afterwards, but I usually say, welcome to the Hedonist Podcast. I'm Frederick. Today I have Niko with me. He's a Greek fella who is a very polite guy. Loads of interesting...
Not really. As you will find out.
But he has loads of interesting stuff to say, and we were speaking, and I decided to invite him over. But anyway, if you are offended by anything, please stick around to the end. Shoot us a comment on either Facebook, Twitter, send us a comment on the blog, and I will very politely give you instructions on how to go fuck yourself.
That was the orgasm of the introduction. I was waiting for that.
I just love saying that. It's,
dude, it's what attracted me to the podcast, the intro, honestly. That's what kept me hanging for the rest of the first episode. I think it was Alex, the first one.
Yeah.
Alex, if you're listening to this, I love you, man. I don't know you in person.
Yeah, I'll set up a meeting.
You should set up a meeting,
Yeah, I'll set up a meeting. We can record a podcast.
Two communists, meeting up. Before we begin, let's talk about the name of the podcast.
Yeah,
which Hedonist? Being Greek, it's very interesting to me that you chose the Hedonist. I don't know if many people know what it means. The Hedonism was a school of similar to Epicurean school of philosophy, right?
Yeah, and it's about self-indulgence. Is my
the YOLO life, the ancient YOLO life. That's
basically
hedonism.
Yeah. You drink coffee, you drink wine, you drink beer. You don't give a shit about the consequences because you are here on this planet once, and you need to make sure that you have a good time being here. Otherwise, you've wasted your fucking life. That is the main lesson I took away from the hedonistic philosophy.
Definitely, and even the word hedonism, many people don't know. Me being Greek, I have to explain it to you. You're welcome.
That would be awesome.
Hedonism comes from the Greek word idoni, which means pleasure. So basically, that's how the podcast got its name. And hedonism and every Epicurean school of philosophy, I think, is misunderstood. Many people in ancient Greece accused. Can they hear me?
Yeah, I think so. It's just
the wind is fucking them up. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll see if I can do something like this, just to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that should suffice. And at least we're blocking the wind a bit.
Yeah, all the Epicurean, as I was saying, all the Epicurean schools of philosophy were very misunderstood because at the time when they were developed, many people, society was much more prone to Stoic philosophy. Saying no to the worldly pleasures and sacrificing yourself, for something greater.
Fuck that.
And the Greeks were amazing people, and the Romans too, because up until Christianity came to Europe, the Greeks and the Romans were much worldly people, and their religions were worldly as well. In Greek and Roman, basically it's the same religion, but both Greeks and Romans had this sense of, their gods being more men than gods.
Mm-hmm.
They had superpowers, they were superheroes, but they liked to fuck, they liked to eat some, Greek kebabs, and the Romans, some pasta and pizza, whatever. But it's very misunderstood, and Epicurus himself was often very, criticized by the rest of the society. They said that, he's having orgies at his home, he's drinking too much, which is all lies. Epicurus abstained from sex. He said that he's married to philosophy and to the sciences. He wasn't much of a drinker either. His fellow Greeks, had a few cups of wine, but you have to understand, wine in Greece is like water,
No, it was the same in Sweden. I mean, if you look at, say, the Asa troop, the Norse mythology, Odin and Thor, there's loads of likeness to the Greek mythos and to the Roman mythos as well, because it is these worldly gods that interfere with human interactions, stop them from doing bullshit. And if you die sword in hand, the Valkyries will come down and take you to Valhalla. Where you will fight all day. And you will die, and then you will revive when the evening comes.
How many times you die? Twice you die? One here, one in Valhalla?
Once every day. in Valhalla.
Oh.
Valhalla is about fighting. You fight, the ice giants. You fight against each other if there's no one else to fight. Because that is the beauty. You died with a sword in hand. You're a warrior. That's how you come to Valhalla. Otherwise, you're going to the Nordic version of Hades. I don't remember exactly what it's called right here and now. It's been quite a while since I read my own fucking mythology, but
it's amazing. The Nordic mythology, the Norse mythology is amazing, and it has been an inspiration nowadays in literature and in the movies. It's a huge inspiration for the Lord of the Rings, I know, and everything else that deviated from that. And I think the Greek mythology is amazing as well. Unfortunately, Hollywood has not been able to capture the magic of the Greek mythology. So every single movie you have out there based on Greek mythology is shit.
Yeah, but have you played God of War?
I don't play video games. I've heard about the game.
Because that one manages to capture the grittiness.
That does. But I think there's so much to Greek mythology that it doesn't transfer as good to the big screen. And that's unfortunate. And maybe you can do something about it in the future.
I want to try, There's just something about these old religions before we went into monotheism and the lifestyle that everyone had then. We were closer to nature. People were more inclined to, let's fuck this duty right now. Let's go and fight. Let's go and drink. Let's go.
You know why that is? The monotheistic religions, the Abrahamic religions, brought the first great sin to the scene. So people were born and have had others tell them that, you're a sinful being from the very day you were born, and you should abstain from everything that is worldly and sacrifice the worldly life in order to maybe one day you will have something better up
paradise.
There. So basically, the ancient, I believe, religions and the ancient philosophies were much more worldly than spiritual. And the newer Abrahamic religions that came from the Middle East were more spiritual than worldly. I think as people nowadays, we have to find a balance between the two. If you live the YOLO life too much, you won't get anything done.
Exactly.
And you'll be a fucking bum by age 30. If you live the spiritual life, you won't have as many erections, you won't enjoy as much.
But that's sort of the point, you can combine them. I like to think that I'm able to combine them. Sort of, I'm a bit towards the hedonistic side too much. Sometimes it feels like I need to dial that back a little bit. But all in all, I just said, fuck it, I'm leaving Sweden, I'm going to America.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure that something actually happens. And since coming here, the American dream is still alive for some
Absolutely.
immigrants.
For us immigrants, absolutely. I'm sorry I'm interrupting, but I have to say this because, like he said, I'm Greek. I have to, shout and interrupt people. But many people are whining about how hard it is and how this and that. It's not hard. What is hard is stay in Sweden and in Greece, in countries that don't have a future, to be honest. Yeah. That's hard. Coming here and grinding for something better is easy. This is easy life. America is an easy place to live. Back home is hard.
Yeah, not only that, if you look at, say, the class society that many left-wingers speak about, you have the working class,
especially in Sweden, you have
the overclass.
Yeah.
People say that, if you go to America, you will really notice the class system. And I don't know if it is because I'm at the coast, but I want to imagine that it is the same all across the country. Because I've spoken with people from South Carolina, North Carolina, I've spoken to people from Texas, from the East Coast, some people from Kansas, and they all say that, you have opportunity to make what you want of yourself here. If you want to start a company, there's no one stopping you. There isn't all of these, fucking hurdles that you have to go through to be able to do it.
Exactly, yeah.
A friend of mine, she just started this sort of company where she helps everyone out with handling the time. She makes travel arrangements, she helps them order shit for the houses, she helps them fix, moving trucks if they're in a divorce, stuff like that. And all she has to do is to create the company in a complete name, and she gets out of all the bureaucratic bullshit that she would have to go through otherwise. So she don't have to register on a certain list. She don't have to take all of these courses. All she has to do is to do her